If there's only enough chairs at that table for 10 people, and there's only enough bedrooms for 10 people,
Hmm.
the
Yeah.
plot thickens.
News.
So no one has met the Owens.
The Owens were real to
People
begin
who are
with.
invited. So I'm going to be picking up a lot of letters and telegrams. These were letters that were sent out to everyone who has come. Some of them on business, some of them just like, oh hey, like I'm an old friend. Remember me? I'm an old friend, and like there's gonna be this house party on this weekend. Want to come? Like that kind of deal. Oh wait, forgot something in that room.
Oop.
You just wanted in my room to hide your treat, little Missy.
Hey, I'm just stealing his pipe and tobacco. I'm doing.
I think she was talking to her dog.
I was talking to my dog.
And
Nice.
He has been hijacked by the dog.
Hell yeah.
She likes to stash her treats in my bed.
That's
No complaints here.
Jesus.
Okay.
Every day's a
Now I
good
steal
day.
your notebook.
What?
Once a bent copper, always a
Always
bent
a pen
copper.
copper. Right, Fred?
Another seabird. This one looks like an albatross. Shocking.
Shocking.
Yeah, I should have been pointing out the
The burbs.
yeah, the bird themes of this mansion, even though it's supposed to be a hint to who actually owns the house.
Bird
but
people.
to be honest, it's a really poor hint.
Bird
And it
people.
was something
Got it.
added to this game. So
She's literally making a nest out of my bed, goddammit.
A hawk with a fish in its talons. The bird theme is starting to get to me.
now I'm just gonna take this telescope
Where?
and the
Who the
tripod
fuck knows?
and shove it into my pants.
What?
Video game logic at its finest.
Shove this into my interdimensional pocket.
Fuck, I
Oh,
didn't know we were playing Zelda.
Oh no, we're gonna be picking up an entire ladder.
Oh, no, of course we are.
This is a fairly sparse makeup case.
Makeup.
Vera isn't the type to use much makeup, though.
Makeup,
Make it.
makeup.
Makeup. Grab a spot little makeup.
Cause I want to.
It took me a hot
I
second
almost
to
swear
figure out
I
what you guys
recognize
were
that chap.
referencing.
Does he have the eyes of a killer?
Maybe.
I think I recognize this lady. Perhaps she owned the house in the past. Who knows? She may still.
That hand mode. What was up with that?
It's a hint.
Grabs letters.
I'm just gonna go into each room and just grab stuff.
gonna grab
Firmly grasp it.
Firmly grasp it.
No, the lid.
I copied
This
the
is gonna
contents
take a
into
hot
my
second
notebook.
for me to copy down all these letters.
I copied
Oh.
the contents into my notebook.
So we're gonna be hearing that line.
I copied
I copied the
good, I can
contents
skip
into
it.
my notebook.
I copied
I copied the contents into my notebook.
nothing a little elbow grease can't undo.
Get tobacco.
Do we not have the cheese anymore? Damn.
Et voila.
Oh, where'd the cheese go? Oh, it's in another page.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's in another vortex.
Yeah, it's in. Yeah.
Jesus.
I copied the content.
Cover the contents into my notebook.
I copied the contents
Laugh
into my
too
notebook.
hard.
What?
I copied.
Copied.
I copied the.
I copied.
This is too funny.
I transcribed the pertinent passages in my notebook.
Wow, that's a new one.
Yeah.
Broken it.
God damn.
Let me examine this further.
To whom it may concern, please be advised that my patient, Miss Emily Caroline Brent, is extremely allergic to insect stings, most particularly bees and wasps. She carries with her a supply of. I'm not gonna try to read that.
I can't even read that. Fuck.
Yeah, I think that's a E.
That is an E, but
And
EP. It's supposed to be the EpiPen or whatever it is called in the fucking.
back in the 1930s.
Yeah.
The dosage on the label
Go ahead,
must
Joe.
be injected immediately. Shouldn't she be stung? And professional medical attention summoned without delay. Doctor, horrible handwriting.
Marbury.
Doesn't really
Marbury
matter.
something.
My
Yeah,
dog
so
is
there's a bunch of different
very
bathrooms, but most of them aren't really needed. There's only like a couple that actually had anything in them.
so cute and
Pink.
And I steal more of your stuff.
More stuff.
I like that bed.
This is quite a makeup supply. Emily must be more concerned with aging than she lets on.
It's a nice bed.
Thank you
Well,
so
I'm sorry,
Game
did
looks
I just-
boring. I'm taking off. Bye, guys.
Okay, bye. Fuck.
Wait a minute, who joined us?
It was Job. Special star, Job.
For like 30 seconds.
Yeah, right. So,
It appears
That
to be
is
a portrait of the
terrifying.
general. Must be quite old. He's standing with a very young woman. It's signed, to John, my husband, Leslie.
You're so cute. Sorry.
I'm like, wait, is she referring to the picture? I'm like, oh no, dog. Oh wait, no.
My cuddle buddy, yes.
I was gonna say you're blind if you're referring to these character models. I will steal more of your stuff,
all the stuff.
and I will copy it into my notebook.
I will transcribe this into my notebook.
I've copied the transcriptions into my notebook.
I transcribed the pertinent passages into my notebook.
Jesus.
I copied the content.
I copied the content to my notebook.
Yeah, that's
This
the
could
content.
use a closer look.
Closer look. James King's Song of Solomon 3. Oops. Wrong thingy. Mackenzie.
I copied the
letter.
content. I copied the content.
Coded message.
Let me examine this further.
A bunch of numbers. King James. Oh wait. Because this is
I
gonna be
can't
funny.
see anything of interest. Nothing else to see about that.
Oh, I thought he didn't. Last time I played, he had some like really snarky response.
This is certainly a clue of some sort. I copied the contents into my notebook.
When you thought we weren't done.
Oh,
So, we'll actually read these letters. So this is for the Rogers, for Mr. and Mrs. Rogers. Mrs. Owen and I will be giving a little house party this weekend. Only 8 guests. I'm sure you'll manage. The larder is well stocked, and this crowd shouldn't give too much trouble. We'll arrive early Friday so that Mrs. Owen can draw up a suitable menu. Hang on to the accompanying package for me. It's a gramophone record. I want to play it for my guests. Ulrich, Norman, Owen. Mrs. Owen and I will be detained in London this evening. Please do your best. Please do the best you can in our absence. My good lady tells me she won the roast for dinner with potatoes and vegetables and the treacle tart for dessert. You'll find everything you need in the pantry, then serve drinks afterwards in the front parlor. You already have the gramophone record. Please play the side labeled "Hello" once everyone is comfortably settled into the parlor. We'll be along as soon as possible. Over to Norman Owen. Okay. Maybe you guys can read some of these.
Okay.
Give me a minute.
Okay.
I can read it. I can see it.
Yeah.
Dear Dr. Armstrong, you come highly recommended to me by your esteemed colleague Dr. William Weathersby of Harley Street. I have a great favor to ask. My wife's health appears to be deteriorating. She has for many She has for many years now been plagued by arthritis of a severe sort, and more recently I've observed short bouts of uncontrollable muscle spasms I am unable to explain. Yet she won't hear of seeing a doctor. I was very much hoping you would join a little weekend house party we have planned for August 8th at our home on Shipwreck Island in South Devon. If you are amenable, a boat will call for you in Sticklehaven to ferry you the short distance to our little hideaway. Please accept the enclosed check of £200 as a small initial retainer. I know you will be able to help her. I promise you your efforts will not go unrewarded. Sincerely, U.N. Owen.
Okay. You want to take this one?
Dearest Lawrence, it has been such years since I heard anything of you. I'm back in England and have just purchased a marvelous, odd, thoroughly modern home on Shipwreck Island off South Devon. You must come for the weekend. It's an enchanting place and we have so much to catch up on. The old days, communing with nature, although of course that has always been more in my line. Get out of that stuffy flat and come back in the sunshine with me and a few other amusing guests. The weekend of August 8th, you take the 1240 from Paddington, change at Plymouth for Oak Ridge. A car will meet you there. I won't take no for an answer. Yours ever, Constant Coolmington. There it goes. Coolmington.
Yeah.
What? What?
That was Wargrave, not from Kenzie.
Okay, I'll be right back.
I'll
Princess
read
of the
this
House wants something.
My dear General Mackenzie, I'm giving a little house party here on Shipwreck Island the 8th of August. A couple of your old cronies are coming, Boof, Luggard, and Johnny Dyer. They suggested I invite you as well. They mentioned they would love to have a talk with you about your days together during the Great War. Something about you finally clearing the air, owing you an apology. None of my business, of course, but they especially wanted me to add that last bit. Love beyond that, the weather is lovely this time of year. I'm sure I can promise you a relaxed and entertaining weekend. By the way, if you've heard the rumors, they're true. The island was used by the Admiralty before we bought it. All very hush-hush. Spoof and Johnny may know more. Take the train to Oak Bridge. A car will meet you there. Very truly yours, U.N. Owen.
Okay.
Hello. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Where's it?
Brent.
Dear Miss Brent, I do hope you remember me. We were together in Belhaven Guest House in August some years ago. We seem to have so much in common. I'm starting a guest house of my own on an island off the coast of Devon. I think there is really an opening for a place where there is good plain cooking and nice old-fashioned type of person. None of this nudity and gramophones half the night. Wait, I don't think I read that right. None of this nudity and gramophone half the night.
No,
I shall
you
be
read it right.
Oh, I did? I read
Yeah.
that on autopilot, so it did not register at all. I shall be very glad if you could see your way to spending your summer holiday on Shipwreck Island, quite free as my guest. Would early August suit you? Perhaps the 8th? Yours sincerely, U.N. Owen.
Claythorn's letter. Dear Miss Claythorne, I have received your name from the Skilled Women's Agency together with your recommendation. I understand they know you personally. I should be glad to pay you the salary you ask and shall expect you to take up your duties as my secretary on August 8th. The training is the 12:40 from Paddington and you will be met at Oak Bridge Station. I enclose £5 notes for expenses. Yours truly, Una Nancy Owen. Now for Blore.
As an ex-CID, man and now private detective, you come highly recommended to me. It's my wife's jewels, you see. She simply won't keep them locked in the safe, and this house party we have coming up has got me worried. I can tell you. Your instructions are as followed. 1. Join the house party my wife and I are giving the weekend of August 8th on Shipwreck Island off Sticklehaven. 2. Pose as a guest and keep your eyes on the other guest. Dr. Edward Armstrong, a Harley Street man, quite well, quite well thought of, I believe. Emily Brent, a spinster lady of strong moral beliefs. Vera Claythorne, my wife's new secretary. Philip Lombard, something of an adventurer, I believe. General Mackenzie, a retired military man. Anthony Marston, the sportsman, younger son of minor dukedom, a long way from any worthwhile. Fuck is that?
Title.
Title? I'll read
Yep.
that. Or any worthwhile occupation from the sounds of him. Judge Wargrave, recently retired, supposed to be an absolute tyrant in the courtroom. A rum lot, if you ask me, but they are my wife's guests, so I am stuck with them. There is also a butler and a housekeeper by the names of Thomas and Ethel Raj. We hired them through the Regina Academy in Plymouth. They seem
Agency.
I already told you that. They seem trustworthy enough, but who knows. 3. Keep an eye on them all and the jewels I'm sure my wife will have on display at every possible opportunity. I've enclosed what I understand is your standard retainer. If the weekend goes without incident, there will be a sizable bonus as well. Yours truly, Ulrich Norman Owen.
Different name.
Do
That was
they
a long one.
both? They both use UN?
Yep.
I've noticed that.
Yep. they're
Already
all-
something shady.
Yep. Is Jordan back?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Okay. You want to take this one?
Oh, okay. Why is this sent in a telegram? Okay. Tony, get your dinner jacket and polish your shoes. I've nosed out an invitation for us for the August 8th weekend. The Owens, you don't know them. New money, I'm afraid. But they do well in drinks and dinner, and there are usually a few sweet young things about to spice up the scenery. You can try out the new motor of yours on the winding lanes of Devon. I'll be along later. If you don't pile it up again, get thee to Sticklehaven. Sticklehaven. Okay, just head south till you hit the water, but we'll be waiting. Your never humble servant, Badger. Kelly? Barkley. Okay.
Yeah.
That's-
Lombards. I'll
Who's-
do this one.
Okay. I was about to say, who's reading this one?
Captain Lombard. Let this serve as a formal agreement between us. As I mentioned it by telephone, it is understood by my client that you are a resourceful man in a tight place, as you proved several years ago in East Africa, and more than a few times elsewhere in various other corners of the world. You may rest assured my client knows your accomplishments very well. I am empowered to pay you the enclosed 100 guineas in return for which you will travel to Sticklehaven, Devon, on August 8th, where a motor launch will convey you to Shipwreck Island. There you will hold yourself at the disposal of my client for not more than 1 week. Sincerely, Archibald Morris, Solicitor, Gray's Inn. Back. Thank you.
Game.
Let's see.
Decoded message.
Decoded message. I decoded this cryptic but rather indignant, blah, enticing missive I found in Marston's room. Marston / submarine in place continuing to objective / secure beacon on buoy off west shore / making certain homing engaged / red light must blink additional search island for signs of Brit intel. Our agent reported safe in house within combination L28, R11, L49, reports test basin for new weapon in Grotto. Access point unknown, investigate and signal when ready for pickups. See Heil End. Marston, a spy, never would have suspected. I found a newspaper clipping in Vera's bedroom. It reads as follows. August 12th, 1935. Cyril Hamilton, aged 8, has drowned in a swimming accident off the coast near Plymouth. He was being watched by his governess, Miss Vera Claythorne, but swam out too far before he could be stopped. Police have questioned her and the child's brother, Hugo Hamilton, aged 24, who was also present at the time. Both were found innocent of any negligence. It goes on to mention funeral arrangement and address for donations. None of that is my concern. We'll probably just skip that stuff.
Yep.
Yep. That was a lot of reading. That's probably the only reading we're going to do because a lot of the other stuff isn't really important. That's the only stuff that's really important to the plot. So I think that's everything. Just need to listen to this door.
Aha.
Got a wall here,
My
got a
ear
wall
against
here.
the door,
Okay.
Conversation becomes quite clear.
Did anyone else see the poem over the fireplace?
10 Little Sailor Boys. Yes, I saw it.
And here before us as the centerpiece of our table are the 10 little sailor boys themselves, all looking correct and polished.
I like a neat and tidy house, Your Honor.
Robson, the man who built this house, was a sailor. Perhaps Mr. Owen inherited them from him.
Another question for Mr. Owen.
As I remember, the rhyme was about soldier boys. Highly inappropriate, as I recall.
There are many variations.
You seem to know quite a bit about it, Miss Claythorne.
I was a governess before seeking secretarial work. Governesses spend a lot of time with nursery rhymes.
All gratuitously gruesome, if you ask me. So much violence in the world today.
Sometimes violence is
Well,
necessary.
some things
Miss Brent.
never change.
There speaks a soldier for you.
A realist, Miss Brent, not a dreamer. If action needs to be taken, I, for one, am fully prepared to take it.
How does the famous rhyme go, Miss Claythorne?
Must we harp on this topic at dinner?
Miss Brent may be right, Mr. Marston. The rhyme is a bit gruesome. It's there over the fireplace in the parlor if you care to have a look later.
If you think so. Excellent meal, Rogers. My compliments to both you and your good
We
woman. You've
hear
done your employers
like
proud.
dishes and stuff,
Thank
but
you, sir. Ladies and
we don't see them.
No one's
Most
eating.
gratifying, I'm sure. After dinner drinks will be served in the front parlor.